Millers and more.
Millers and more.
Millers and more.
Millers and more.
Millers and more. More.
Millers and more.
So what's in store? Wide topics galore. Millers and more.
Millers and more.
Millers and more.
Millers and more.
Millers and more. More. Football, boxing, darts, aliens, pies, and sharks. At Millers and more. Film, music, arts, comedy, laughs, and farts. At Millers and more. Millers and more.
Good evening, it's me, Turbo Tom, and I can see nobody is watching this, so nobody's actually hearing what I'm going to say. Obviously, we kicked off this season with a 2-1 defeat to Cheltenham Town in Cheltenham, which wasn't ideal, was it? I'll quickly run through some comments. I got Ray chuffed here with us. A loss on that performance is harsh, but some decent individual play that looked promising for the future. Give them time to gel together, and I could not agree more. I've also put through a test to see that an X comment comes through, so that's clearly working. So if you are the 3 people watching, I think I'm one of them. Please get your comments in. Also, I've put up here, where are we? Our link here if you want to come and join and have a chat regards the game today. Have you been to Cheltenham today? What were your thoughts? What are you thinking? What do you reckon? Now, I watched the whole game on Sky Plus. I wasn't one of the ones that was there at the game today. And I'll tell you what, I see a lot of negative kind of comments from Rotherham United fans saying that if we can't put these away, what chance have we got? Well, I'll tell you what, 99 times out of 100, we smashed them today. We absolutely smashed them. And I thought it was an absolutely brilliant performance from Rotherham United. Yes, we lost 2-1. Yes, we weren't Real Madrid, right? We weren't that. However, certainly that second half where we absolutely peppered their goal. Any other day, we get touches, it goes past the goalkeeper, we win that game. We win that game comfortably, in my opinion. But what I will say is Cheltenham look very organised. They probably wanted it a little bit more. But what I will say is that the referee was an absolute disgrace. He gave us absolutely nothing. So let's break it down. Let's break it down, shall we? So the first 20 minutes we were I thought really quite good. I'm not going to go into formation shit because it makes no odds, because whatever the formation was, we were still very good, in my opinion. We did everything we needed to do, but score, really. I thought the defence looked solid. I see a lot of people coming after Ted Can today. Look, we're always going to say that because we've got a narrative. We've got something in our heads from last season about how shit we were. And I don't think we can really blame Ted Can for any of the 2 goals that were conceded today, personally. What I will say about Ted Can, so I'm going to start from the back, is that when he gets that ball, get it released quicker. Get it on the ground, get it going, because we absolutely battered them today in terms of possession, shots on goal, expected goals, if you're into XG and all that sort of stuff. I thought we were actually really quite good. And Rotherham have obviously got this hoodoo where we famously the last God knows how many years we are pretty shite away from home. I thought we were really quite good today, and I think it's just a real. It's crap. Yeah, we've lost 2-1 open day of the season. Look, sure there'll be Cheltenham fans tonight drinking and toasting that victory today is like, yeah, let's yeah, do you know what, we've beat Rotherham. Oh well done, because we always lose away from home. However, I think hmm, I think Cheltenham got away with one today. I really do. So, like I said, let's break it down. There you go, 1-0 up. Was it McCann? Was it McCann that scored? I think it was. A bit of naivety at the back between Agbairi. And yeah, he gets an easy finish. Can't blame Ted Can for that. And then randomly we get a I've lost my train of thought. Randomly we come back into the game, and then randomly we get like this drinks break, which I heard from a few reports. It was only about 20 degrees in Cheltenham. So I don't know what happened there. So obviously this was before the goal. And that really changed the tide of things in that first half. So listen, that happens. They then obviously get a pep talk from Cotterill, who is, he's this is his level, this is what he does, and they go on to score a goal. Great for them. It's a good finish, a tidy finish. Happy days. Then after that, we do all right. We have to weather the storm quite a bit. They get a few consecutive corners, and not a lot really going on, but I think when we're going forward, at times we're doing okay. I think really quite good. Then a couple of things happened in that first half. So what I will say is, I think the referees had an absolute nightmare. I think El Jolfrey, I think that's a penalty on Cheltenham's player. He quite clearly, literally launches him out off the pitch. So I think we're lucky to get away with one there. And then a few minutes later, Sean McWilliams, who the crowd were really quite going for, lunges in and absolutely clears out. I forget who it was. Was it Biabu? And he gets a yellow card. For me, that's a red. Definitely a red. Maybe because the referee never gave a penalty a few moments earlier, he decided to just caution him with a yellow. But I think in the days of VAR, I think certainly their penalty was a yellow. Sorry, their penalty was a penalty, and their potential penalty was a penalty, and that tackle was indeed a red card. Paul Mullin did not get the rub of the green at all. Every single time he was involved in any sort of tussle up front, the referee gave it to them. And the referee was quite clearly driven by the home crowd, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, first half was the first half. We've seen some glimpses of different things. Weren't great, was not great, and look, it is what it is. Second half. And by the way, if anybody wants to comment or join, you're more than welcome to, because this is going to be a really short stream if not, but you know what? We're just a small channel, and it's going to take time for us to grow. I can quite clearly see that. So second half comes, and we absolutely trounced them. How we did not score 4 goals certainly in that 10-minute period is beyond me. It's a blatant handball, which the referees completely missed. Kian Spence has missed one. Chelsea has missed one. Tavares has absolutely ripped them a new one. Biabu, what a player. And unfortunately, we only got him on loan. I thought the defence was really quite good today compared to previous years. So, listen, it is what it is. And yeah, we get the goal. Fantastic, fantastic goal. Great bit of play. Cheltenham completely all at sea when we get the goal, and Biabu, sorry, assisted by Tavares, slots it away. Happy days. And then I'm thinking, yeah, we're going to go on and win this. We're going to go on absolutely win this, and maybe put a couple more past them. Then there's that lull, and then there's that player. Is it Jake Turner on loan from Leicester City, I believe? Cuts in, hits a left-footed shot, back of the net. However, I think Andy Vyman has claimed the goal. I think he's claiming he got a touch. So can we really blame Ted Can if he has indeed missed that? Maybe, maybe not. So look, 2-1, and then I'm thinking, yeah, we can get back in this. We can get back in this, and we had a multitude of chances. We had so many shots on goal today, and which we've not seen for a very long time. We dominated possession. We've gone away to a really awful place. I'll say it now. Awful place, Cheltenham. Famous for the horse racing or whatever. And yeah, look, they've seen it out. They had the dark arts. The referee was quite clearly whatever. The referee, obviously, the other thing that he did was he kept telling people to go back to the correct places where you're going to take a throw in. And yeah, it was just crap. But I think the main thing to take away from this, Millers, is don't panic, because I've seen enough today. I've seen enough today to see that we are right in the mix. Yes, Cheltenham aren't great, of course they're not. But yes, they took their chances, if you were. We didn't. And if we'd have took his chances, we'd have won 7-2. So, look, it's Rotherham. It's Rotherham away. Whatever. Next Saturday at York, yeah, we'll see a completely different team. We'll be playing on a better surface at a better stadium, I might add, Cheltenham. And I'm very confident we'll put York away. Although York had a really good victory today, I believe, against Bristol. Yeah, again, well, Steve Evans' Bristol Rovers. So, look, there'll be no mugs. There will be no mugs whatsoever. And as we are in our channels in the infancy, I have realised that 7 o'clock on a Saturday night is really quite shit for a live podcast kind of thing. So do you know what? We're going to learn as we go along. So takeaways from today was the referee was atrocious. The Rotherham United fans were fantastic. You could hear them. You couldn't hear anybody else. They were brilliant. Had some great performances from Biabu. I really thought that our defence looked okay, but, you know, in time, when we all start to gel, things will look a lot more sharper. Denzel Hall, I believe, has been linked with Cardiff and who's the other one? Birmingham, maybe? Cardiff and Birmingham. So he's obviously got his eyes on the prize there. So, yeah. And then Brandon Cover, actually. Brandon Cover, I thought he did really well in midfield. I did. I really do think he did really well in midfield. Jellis was really quiet today. Spence, when he gets in little pockets of space, is really quite good. Paul Mullin didn't really get a sniff today, but then again, the referee was giving him absolutely nout. Tavares, I think we've got an absolute player there in Tavares. I really do. Otto was really good down the left. Question is throw-in technique, because it seems to, like, the trajectory seems to go straight up. But all in all, we lost 2-1, and I wish a safe journey home to all Rotherham United fans, and hope all the Cheltenham people are well. Great result. What a pathetic life, Cheltenham. I'm only joking. But you know what? I'm just going to end it there, because what's the point? Because it is 7:20 on a Saturday night, and you're probably all out on the piss. So I'll maybe renegotiate or rethink my timings. But thanks for the 8 people that watch this, and we'll see you maybe tomorrow. Up the Millers.
Thanks for joining the Millers and More show. Probably the 3rd best podcast in the S60 postcode. Please like, subscribe, and share.